What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how to travel with camera gear on an airplane. I had a few comments, people asking me how I travel with all my camera gear. As you know, if you are a filmmaker, you have a lot of gear, a lot of batteries, gimbals, tripods, lights, all that stuff. And if you're just doing a regular plane ticket, you're allowed 2 underneath and 2 carry-ons. So how do I do that without worrying about all my stuff getting lost? In this video, I'm going to explain how I do that. This is just my way of how I do it, and it's been working for me, and what I've been doing with all my shoots. And this year alone, 2021, I've traveled to like 7 or 8 different states in the past 3 months. So this has been working for me, so maybe it'll work for you. So in this video, I'm going to explain that. Like I said, this is just the way that's been working for me. I'm sure there's different ways out there, but with that, let's get into the video. I bring 3 carry-ons. I know you're only allowed 2, but the way I do it is I bring 3. One of them is my small drone bag, so they really don't even look at that as a carry-on for some reason. I've gotten away with it every single time I fly. Okay, so with that out the way, the first bag is my clothes bag. I put my clothes in there, obviously everything I need to live in a hotel for a week or so. Sometimes I put a panel light in there if it's requested. I also put chargers in there, like my drone charger goes in there, and then it just depends on how big the shoot is and what they need. Sometimes I bring chargers and I put it underneath the plane. Other times I put that in my carry-on bag. It just depends on what all I have to bring. But for this demonstration, I'm going to say I do put that underneath the plane. And I do have AirTag trackers for every single one of my bags, and they work great. It's always peace of mind knowing that I know that it's on the plane, because right when you get on the plane, you can check your phone to see that if it's underneath you. And it's really nice to see that. If it's not underneath you, you might want to call somebody and ask why my stuff is not on the plane. But since I've had the AirTags, I'm always able to tell that it's on the plane. So the second bag is usually tripods, and the panel light I put in the same bag as the tripod light. This bag goes underneath the plane as well, and it has my monopod, my tripod, and the panel light tripods, or whatever it's called, for the light, help the light stand up. That's in there as well. The light stand is in that same bag. So those 2 bags go underneath the plane. That's pretty simple. Clothes, chargers, not all your chargers. Always make sure you have at least one of your camera chargers and your smaller drone charger in your carry-on bag in case that bag does get lost and you don't get it back until the returning trip. So you have something to charge your batteries. You might have to stay up a little later to charge them, but at least you will be able to charge them and still get the job done in case something happens. So the first carry-on bag that I take is a rolling bag. It has everything from my laptop, my hard drives, also my tablet, chargers for my phone, my tablet, my computer, laptop. It has all the batteries in there. My lithium batteries are all in this bag as well. I'm pointing over here because it's over here. But lithium batteries are in there. All my audio setup is in there, so I have all my audio, which is the Rode Wireless Go 2s. You guys know that. It also has all the cables I need for audio. It has all the HDMI. It also has my Blackmagic design screen that I use for the C70. So it has everything I need in there. And then the second carry-on that I have is all of my GoPro stuff on one side, as you see in this shot. And then it also has my Canon C70 with the lens that I use. Everything is in this container. I forget what type it's a Pelican, there it is. Pelican container that I also carry on. This also makes it to where my camera is always with me, my computer is always with me, and my tablet, and all my batteries. So I am able to do the job once I get to the location I'm going. The third carry-on is my drone. It's a small bag. Most agents don't even notice it. I carry the drone in one hand, and in the other hand I carry the bag that has wheels on it with my Pelican case on top of that, so they don't even notice it. So usually I go on with 3 carry-ons every single time. It's fine. If I do have to check something in, like I said, my C70 does have a tracker on it, so I will check in my C70, my Pelican case, because it is a hard case. If they happen to throw it around, it will be fine because it's cushioned all up. the C70, I can track it, and it's gonna be fine if they happen to beat up the case a little bit. So that's, if they do catch me, that's the one I'm gonna end up putting underneath the plane, but they never do. I'm able to put all 3 of them on top of the plane with me, so I have sight of them all the time. Like I said, every bag that I have has an air tag in it. So yeah, that's how I travel. It's obviously, if you're wondering how do I get lighting and all that, most of the time I ask, you know, when I'm working, I ask the people what I need to bring. Do I need lights? I do have a little cube light that I bring with me. If I'm indoors, like I said, the C70 is pretty dang good in low light. If I'm indoors, I will have that cube light just to light up their face, and then, you know, it's good enough. It's really good, and I'm able to, you know, edit that and get the job done, and it looks great. If they need a panel light, like I said, this is how I do the panel light. I do put the panel light underneath the plane, so if it happens to get lost, I'd be fine, but that's how I travel with it. So to answer y'all's question, the only thing that I bring is the exact stuff that I need. If I don't need lights, I know that I'm shooting outside all day, you know, I don't bring lights. Most of the time when I shoot, since I'm doing a lot of outdoor RVing stuff and then fishing stuff, I don't bring lights unless I know the interview or something's gonna be indoors. But it's not most of the time, so I'm able to get away with not bringing a light. But if I do have to bring one, that's how I bring it. I put it underneath the plane, and you know, it gets there most of the time. And if not, I have a tracker on it so I could find it. So to answer all y'all's questions, just make sure that you pack light and only bring what you have to bring. A gimbal, sometimes I'll bring a gimbal. If I do bring a gimbal, it goes underneath the plane because there's no way it'll fit for the top of the plane with what I'm having. So I hope that answered y'all's questions. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button. If I forgot to mention something, make sure you leave it in the comments and I will reply with the answer if I have the answer, but if not, I will let you know. And I'll see you in the next video.